I chose to buy a franchise instead of going into business and continuing my business on my own because of the growth opportunity that I saw within the prototype office. When I initially learned about the opportunities, I did some reflection on what I had initially seen in their office 5 years prior. 5 guys, 3 guys, whatever it was. And then within that 5 years, them having, it seemed like 30 plus employees. So I thought that I was at a young enough age that if I started looking at the opportunity to use a franchise system and the support with it, that it would potentially allow me to retire before the age of 40. I chose Delta Disaster Services in particular because I was already working with them side by side. I knew what their goals were. I knew how they were treating their employees. I knew what their business ethics were like. But I also saw how they treated me. And I felt very much a part of the team when I was a subcontractor with them. So I knew by going in and purchasing a Delta that it wouldn't change. I would still get the same support, and I'd still feel the team and not just kind of feel like I'm left out in the wind and figure it out on your own. I could always reach out to anybody in their office when I was a subcontractor and get answers quick. It's going to expand your market, diversify you. You're going to be able to not look at just typical home building or remodels anymore. You're going to get work that's more consistent, and you already know what your price points are, and it's going to open up a lot of other avenues. If you're the commercial builder, you know what happens if there's a fire suppression system that has damage to it and what it's done to that commercial building. Well, now you can clean that building as well as reconstruct it, and it's just going to open the doors all across the board for you and your company. What I like most about being in the insurance restoration is that no day is the same. Every single day is different. Every water loss is different. Every fire loss is different. Every homeowner you're dealing with, they all have their own personalities. Each job has its own unique, guidelines that you have to follow within that, and it's fun to see it all. It's fun to be a part of. Every single day is different. You don't have to worry about the same job every day, the same typing on a keyboard or whatever it is. Okay. My 5 years where my franchise would be what I would like to see, personnel would be a staff of probably 12 total at that point. I'm halfway there, including myself. And I've been in business for about 3 years now, so I'm halfway there. And potential sales around $7 million. The overall support that I receive from the franchise, the organization of DDG, is great when I use it. I have to use it. I don't use it the way I should. I'm more of an independent, so I try to figure everything out on my own before I have to use those tools. They're another tool in my tool pouch. I just choose to try to do everything on my own.